long road. Very soon, month, and I'm sure end of this month, the course that I'm telling you will be done. So I'm making a course that explains chess from opening until ending. So we're making small videos, and then we've got these 50 lessons that can be taught in class. So today we make our final video, then we submit end of this month. Alright, so in the opening, we said we fight for the center, we develop pieces, we castle, and we connect troops. Okay, those are the 4 main tasks of opening. Then, on essential chess tips, tip number 5 says, do not check if not necessary. In the opening, yeah, you may try to go for the form of checkmate, but against a prepared opponent, someone who just knows the basics of chess, it won't work. Okay? So a check that can easily be defended by the opponent is unnecessary. Most of the checks during opening can easily be defended by moves that favor development. So the opening is also like a race. You want to develop as quickly as possible. Right? Tip number 6, do not open a position if you are late in development. Okay? So when we develop, we want to develop pieces, more pieces than your opponent, quicker than your opponent. It's a race. So if you are behind in development, try to keep the position closed, because you want to avoid the confrontation between the two sides. So only when we are fully developed, that's when we engage the opponent. Okay? Does that make sense? So those are the 2 tips of today. Then we go to tactics. This is my favorite part, where I take you guys, your brains to the gym. Let's exercise. So the first one is always an example. We are told here it's white to play and checkmate to break in 2 moves. Alright. What do we have? The black knight is attacking the queen on g3 and the rook. White to play, let's start looking at all pieces, 1 piece at a time. This rook can give check in 1 move. Yes, on c8, 1 check, the other check, c7 and f6, 2 checks. We've got 3 now. Queen, h4, g5, that's 3. So we've got 3 checks in the 5 checks in this position, right? Did I count right? 2 with the queen, 1 with the rook, 2 with the bishop. 5 checks. Okay, now we calculate to see what happens if you play those checks. Okay, if you rook to c8, king can take or bishop can take. That's not a good check. If we play bishop to c7, king will move to e7. Bishop to c7, king will move to e7. And then we're not checkmating the next move. So if we play bishop f6 check, knight take or queen take, then queen to c7 is checkmate. Alright? Now it's your turn. Who's going first? White to play, find the best move. The white queen is attacked. If the queen moves, black seems to be capturing the rook on b2. How do we deal with that problem? It's white to play, find the best move. Where do we start? Guys, come on, where do we start? We've done this so many times. We've got a puzzle in our heads. Where do we start?
Look for the checks.
The checks. We start with our checks. How many checks do we have in this position? Yeah.
No.
0, which is good, honestly. We don't have to calculate many moves. So we go to the next best thing, which is
type.
captures. How many captures do we have? How many captures do you see? First, let us identify. How many do you see?
5.
Queen take rook, 1. Queen take knight, 2. Queen take pawn on a7. Okay? Queen take rook, 1. Queen take knight, 2. Queen take pawn on c7, 3. Queen take pawn on a7, 4. The fifth one, bishop take pawn. Alright? 5 plus king take pawn on g2. 6. Of our 6 captures, which one is the best?
Queen take knight.
Queen take knight.
No.
Rook takes rook.
Well done. Okay. White to play checkmate black in 3 moves. What do we see?
Rook 1 up.
How many checks do we have? That's where we start. How many checks do you see?
1.
I think you've seen the correct check.
Yeah.
But so we don't make mistakes. First we want to identify our candidate moves. We know where we focus our attention on. So he suggests rook to f8. Is that rook f8 or c8? Rook c8, check. Okay? Rook c8, check. How many checks do we have in this position?
1.
1. Okay, so that's how many check.
Queen to b8.
Queen to b8, check.
Then knight to c7.
Smothered checkmate. Well done. Last one. White to play checkmate black in 2. How many checks do we have? Five. Okay. Wherever the rook moves to, the king will be in check.
Yes.
Let's take note of that. So rook take pawn, check. Rook to g6, check. Rook take knight, check. That's 3. Rook g4, check. 4. Rook g3, check. 5. I think you're right. 5 checks. Of our 5 checks, which one is the best?
Take knight with rook.
Okay, so you look at your checks, your captures, your threats. Okay, ideally you want a move that does all 3 at the same time. But technically it's just 2. Because a check is an attacking move. You're attacking the king. So you're looking for a move that puts the king in danger and a move that takes something. Since it's a check, it's already an attacking move, so it does all 3 at the same time. So you start by looking at checks and captures. So rook take knight is a check and a capture. Alright? Then what happens if they do that?
Pawn 2 up.
Checkmate. Alright, that's it for today. Let's play some chess.